Me. I'm Josh and I can't talk.
Air, water, earth, fire. You've heard the stories of avatars Kyoshi, Roku, Aang, and Korra. But it's time for new stories to be told. In every era, there are those who threaten the balance of the world, and those who seek to maintain it. With danger looming around every corner, what new stories await, and what heroes will rise to the challenge? Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes, Arc 2, the Roku era. I am, of course, your GM, Josh. I'm joined once again by my wonderful friends, Oz, Morgan, Cass, and Megan. We're all here this time. Yeah. And if you're curious about what happened last session or need to be caught up, you can always head back to previous sessions and watch those. Or if you'd like a much faster version, we have a recap, which I think it's either me or Cass this time.
No, I did it last time.
Okay, well then it's my turn to recap. There was combat, sort of. There was attempted combat. Rust, the giant spirit, was going to make some havoc into the Fire Nation capital. However, our clever heroes were able to find some more peaceful ways of getting Rust to calm down and eventually return to the spirit world. And things that involve things like Uno and hugs and mutual gambling. And telling people that, hey, you go this far, you're going to die. Turn around. So, yeah. It was really interesting. Anyway, then our heroes had some time to just go back to the Fire Nation capital, do a bunch of different things. As a few days passed, as they took in the what did I call it? The Fire Nation Symposium, Technology Symposium and Summit. Kianran went off to do some meditating to connect more to the wolf spirit. Enya and Rorik both ran into some interesting messages from people who were there not expected. However, because Megan wasn't here, we weren't sure what was happening to Zay. So we will now find out right now what happened to Zay. So, like I said before, after all the Rust solving who stole the meteorite stuff happened, which it was Pohu, the Southern Water Tribe representative inventor guy trying to get higher up in the world. You all had time to sort of relax, have fun at Symposium. The week goes by, and Zay, do you think you would be like exploring around the city a little? You sort of just have time to yourself to do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think one of the things that Zay does is like takes those pages that they wrote of Rorik's conspiracy and sends those off to Star Terra to be recorded as the origins of the sky.
Okay.
I forget what it was called. The sky people? The Sky Earth, yeah. Yes, because that's important. As far as Zay knows, it's important. So Zay sent all that back to Sky Terra to be recorded, and was probably wandering around town, like making a little map.
Okay.
Recording things that she notices around the capital.
Well, while you are recording your map, making your map, and talking to people all over the Fire Nation capital, eventually a messenger hawk finds you and delivers you a note that has the seal of the ambassador on it. Opening it up, the note reads, to my dear Zay, it is wonderful to hear from you. I am a little concerned about what it is you have written to us, but, you know, different knowledge, different cultures. It's good that you're at least getting out into the world and learning things. I do have some interesting news to tell you. I would love to invite you back to Star Terra for a bit to discuss some things. Signed, Ambassador Naru. And then there's like little like weird unintelligible writing from like the younger kids in Star Terra as they like attempted to write you something.
Zay just like clutches it to her chest. And then I think Zay would try to find her new friends and invite them with her.
Perfect. Well, you catch up to all of our friends where they left off last session, which was Rorik and Enya were dancing, and then Kienren showed up. And then Zay ran up. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly, I think, how we ended. Yeah, you run up as Kienren, a little after Kienren has interrupted a dance between Enya and Rorik, which seems weirdly tense.
I think Kienren doesn't really like interrupt. They aren't hiding. She's not hiding that she's there watching, but she doesn't like step in. Just kind of standing there.
But yeah, Zay.
Yeah. I'm like, Zay, what's up? What's this news that you have for us?
Oh, okay. And then I show the letter to everybody with the ambassador inviting us. Well, inviting me, but I'm inviting everyone else over to Star Terra.
Yes, you know what it is.
Damn it! Okay.
We have talked about this.
Damn it. Okay.
Did the ambassador suddenly become illiterate at the bottom?
No, that's. I think those are some of the other younger kids. Some of them got attached and were pretty upset when I left. I just kind of scooted out one night without telling them.
I see. And this is the same. Your master?
Yes.
They
The
have other
ambassador-
captives.
Captives? Do you know what an orphanage is?
No.
It's a sanctuary for the kids that don't have anyone else anywhere
They're
else.
children?
Yes.
They're vulnerable children?
And other adults that like teach the classes.
We have to go. There are children. Which way is Star Terra?
Yeah, Rorik, please.
Kienren, relax.
They have children, vulnerable
It's an
children captive.
Yeah, because that's what an orphanage is. And if they're not captive,
No.
We have to go.
they're not captives. That's just where they live.
And yes, prisoners live in prison. What is your point? We have to go.
That's.
I think you'll feel better
we're
once
gonna
you
go.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
go.
let's go. We have to help them.
We don't need to help them.
They're fine.
They're capped. Take me there. I understand. We're still working on healing you from your captivity.
Listen, you're not a captive when you're a 4-year-old that has nowhere else to go. You're
We're
just
as young as 4.
Well, yeah, there's like infants, there's babies there.
Oh my god. We have to go.
Say, please, you're making it worse.
We have to help them.
How about first we relax and plan for our trip there?
Yeah, it is a bit of a hike to get up to Star Terra. So
Yes. We want to be prepared. We want to sneak in at night
No.
when they're unsuspecting.
I don't think that's the best way to do that, Kienrin. So we'll talk about it.
Very well. We can formulate a battle plan on the way there.
You know what? Yes. Yeah, we'll do that.
But yes, supplies.
Supplies. Yeah, Kienrin. We'll do that. We'll get some supplies. We'll create some strategic plan to save the 4-year-olds.
Excellent.
Zay just gives up, like turns away.
He's just gonna
Done.
Never mind.
We'll need armaments for the 4-year-olds.
You need what for the 4-year-olds?
Weapons.
We
Armaments.
don't need weapons for the 4-year-olds.
No.
We have to go.
4-year-olds don't get weapons.
Kenrin's walking away.
Kienrin, wait, come back.
Kenrin's walking
I
away.
need to know more about why you think.
Kenrin's walking away.
I'm following.
Scene transition.
No, come back.
This is happening off camera.
I don't
Rorik,
think Kenrin knows what childcare is.
Rorik chases down
So.
Kienrin, just leaving Zay and Enya there on the street.
Do you know what an orphanage is?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's at least one person.
There it is. I'm pretty sure Kienrin is an orphan.
That's what I mean. Do
Probably.
you not know childcare?
No. You can be an orphan and not know what childcare is. Put
Anyway,
those dots together however you want.
I kind of look at Zay like, okay, what, nah, I don't know.
We have a zoom in on these three, and we hear an off-screen yell. I need very small weapons for small hands.
No, Rorik went after you, so
It's on these two, and you
Yeah,
hear an off-screen. Small weapons for small hands.
No.
Some of them can bend, so they could make little weapons anyway. And then
we should make sure that Kienrin is. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I just head towards.
all right. We're going to. I guess as much fun as it would be to see this interaction, I know where it's headed. So, everyone's gonna roll your 2d6. Let's go.
8.
Stop. All right.
With any modifiers?
I was trying to decide. Let's go. Kienren will be with passion, and everyone else will be with focus.
Oh, thank God.
Fascinating.
Oh,
9.
10.
I got 11.
11. Okay.
Damn, I was excited about my 9.
And I'm 8.
Okay. So. 29 divided by 3 is still higher than 8. Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
I add my passion.
Oh, higher than 9. Okay.
It's still higher than 9.
Yeah, it's still higher than 9. Yeah. So it takes it's a little bit of a struggle, but you eventually get Kienren out of the armor, the blacksmith's area. I don't know where you went exactly, but wherever small weapons were.
So the closest thing that looked like weapons a 4-year-old could hold. It might be like a gardening shop.
You get
It
Kienren
has
out.
like trowels and whatever.
You get Kienren out there. You find like a nice alleyway, sort of, to just huddle in.
I like to think it's like a still photo montage of just picking up normal supplies, dragging Kienren away from the weapons, picking up normal supplies.
But yeah, so now you're sort of in a secluded alleyway, just the 4 of you being able to more logically discuss what you would like to do, since 3 of you have different notes, or have gotten different notes.
On the contrary, mine no longer exists.
No, but you read it.
Damn it.
Mine's coded though.
Yours is coded, yeah.
Decode it.
Just right now, you want to decode it?
Well, I don't want them to know about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll wait for a time when Rorik is able to get some. Well, probably tonight you'll find time to decode it. So you still got a few
Like,
hours.
three of them
daylight
all go
left.
to like separate corners.
You have a few more hours of daylight left if you wanted to do anything.
I'll
Or
probably
you could just-
wait to decode it till like we're asleep or something.
So we have time during the day, you said, Josh?
Yeah, you have a few hours left before like nightfall, and you'd want to get back to camp or wherever you want to stay or are staying.
I want to write a quick letter to the ambassador warning them about an airbender named Cameron. And I want to like go to the place where like the Hawks take the mail and like send it very quickly.
Okay.
Did you
Express.
tell? I was gonna say, did you tell the ambassador that we're coming too?
Yeah. And
Okay.
you know, it explains that I'm bringing people, but then also there's one airbender who's very concerned. But
Two normal friends and one weirdo.
Can I? What are we doing now?
Anything you want. There's still a few hours of daylight left, unless you just want to go to nighttime. Just kind of seems that you guys wandered around doing whatever.
Janren is practicing their combat.
I would like to think that Rorik is practicing his stand-up comedy routine with Zayn and Yana.
Yeah, I'm here for
Okay.
that.
Okay, let's hear a few of the jokes.
No.
Come on, practice the routine.
That's it. That's the joke. No.
They write that down.
Needs work.
The first joke. No.
It's a work in progress. At some point, you'll hear the routine.
Okay. Roll with passion.
Oh God.
Or no, it's stand-up comedy. Roll with creativity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both fine. Eight.
8. It's a little rocky. It's like every third joke hits. So they're not all winners, but like every third one, you get a good laugh. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cameron is still fully confused during all of the jokes.
Good. One day they'll know.
Every like second joke, it's like, is this one supposed to be funny?
I don't know.
You know, eventually, if that's the logic, though, every second joke for Cameron and every third joke is the laugh.
Yep, I
eventually
know.
it
I know what I
catches up.
said.
Yeah. Eventually it catches up.
Eventually they line up.
Yeah.
They should line up like every
Sixth one.
couple times.
Yeah. Like every sixth joke.
Yeah.
And then, so you just spend the rest of your day doing that. You head back to camp. What is the sleeping arrangement this time? Because previously you've mostly just all been puddled on bison.
Obviously, bison cuddle puddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume that Rourke is gonna before that slip away to decode your message.
Yes. Yes. Just code the message.
You slip away. It takes you a little bit, just long enough to where the other three are curious about where you went, but not long enough for them to be like concerned that hey, you've gone missing or anything like that kind of deal. Your note, said
What is this?
has a very starts off with I should have thought about this opening line.
Can you spell hard?
I should have thought about the opening. I did not think about this opening line whatsoever. Your note says the paw is never too far away to grasp what it needs. We have searched far and wide to find you, Brother Rorik, and we are very close to helping you either come to your senses and rejoin us, or make your I lost the word. Not exonerate. Excommunication complete.
Oh,
And then at the end it's signed. Your uh your Emerald Brethren, Juro, and it ends there.
I'm gonna fold the letter back up and return to the cuddle party on Bison.
Okay.
As Rourke is walking up, Kenren has scooted over to Zay and been like, I understand we're returning to Star Terra, which is a place that has some positive memories for you. But you did leave for a reason.
Yeah, on my mission.
No. I sent you out to recruit.
No.
Oh, it's a full cult.
No, I don't recruit anybody.
Okay, what is your mission from your master?
I mean, in the simplest terms, like to learn.
Learn what?
Things about the world and then record it.
Espionage.
I mean, some people do that.
Regardless, I want to assure you that we're here for you and we will keep you safe.
I would also, as my friend, I would hope you would keep an open mind towards my literal family and not immediately accuse them of something nefarious.
Oh god, they're using the term family. Okay.
Of
I
course
will.
they are. They raised me.
The indoctrination Steve. Okay. I will keep an open mind, but rest assured that I promise to keep you safe if they try to take you back against your will.
No, they wouldn't anyway. The whole point is when we reach adulthood, we leave. Like that. Like you don't stay in an orphanage forever unless you end up working there.
I don't see the point of letting people go once they reach maturity.
Because it's a place for kids to not be alone.
Just real quickly, Enyo, how are you doing during this conversation?
You know, how do I describe this? I'm assuming I'm hearing every single bit of this.
Yeah, we're just right here.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I feel like Enya would be on the opposite side, but I'm hearing everything, and my face is just, or Enya's face is like, don't say anything.
I think Cameron at this point is starting to question exactly what's going on. Cameron is starting to grasp, like, okay, maybe it's not a cult, maybe it's not Stockholm Syndrome. We're on that side of the fence still, but we're starting to inch toward the fence.
Yeah, I'm struggling right now, trying not to say anything, because I want it. I don't know. I feel like Kianran already has shown that they're not going to necessarily understand or listen to what we're saying until they see it for herself.
100%.
So I feel like Enya's just like, I can't say anything, but I want to say something, and I can't say anything.
As this conversation is happening, and before Rorik reappears, like almost moments before, you hear a slight thwip, and suddenly you see not like it was aimed at Bison, but near like the campfire wherever you were, there's an arrow with a note on it.
Up, battle stance.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna tentatively go by the letter, I guess. Figure out what's there.
You see a letter with a familiar looking seal on it.
Son of a gun. Okay. I want to get to an area kind of like non-conspicuous. Look at the letter.
But we saw the arrow.
Yeah, you saw the
You
arrow.
saw
You saw
and
Enya.
run after the letter and then run away.
Yeah, you saw all that. Yeah.
And yeah, what is it? Is it in children's?
It's nothing. It's someone's weird fan fiction.
What's a fan fiction?
It's something where people make up things about other people. That's all you need to know. I really gotta go to the bathroom.
With the fan fiction?
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like when Rorik said that Kienran was the best detective? That kind of thing.
Yeah, no. Kenner's the real best detective. I gotta go. Bye. So
Henry, if you think my family's sketch, but you don't think that's sketch, we're gonna
I think
have
that's
some
incredibly
issues.
sketch. I don't know who that's from though.
It's actually fan fiction.
And yeah, it's the exact same letter you got previously.
Damn it. Okay. Can you remind me what the letter said? Because I did not write that down.
It said splices in last session, as I forgot. No, it said
Something, dear daughter, something,
yeah,
something.
it's something along the line.
destiny.
Dear daughter, I see that you have returned
Oh,
to accept your destiny. Meet me at the old training grounds. At dawn, or it was dawn or dusk. I believe it was dawn.
that's what I couldn't remember.
Yeah. To fulfill your destiny, and then signed, and then gone.
Okay.
I want to follow Enya.
No. Go away. Leave me with my fanfiction.
Are you trying to not let Enya know that you're following them, or are you just following?
No, just follow.
Okay. So yeah, Enya, you know that Kienran's following you as you're like reading, but they're far enough away that they can't like catch up to read.
I'm not trying to read it. Enya,
What?
I don't need to read the note. Can we sit and talk?
About what? My fanfiction?
Enya.
Why?
Kienran sits like cross-legged on the ground and like taps a spot in front of them.
But
Come sit.
I don't sit. I don't sit, but I come stand by them, I guess.
Rorik returns to the campfire at this point.
And it's just Zay. Enya.
And you got a secret message, and Kenron went after him.
To be clear, it was never addressed to Enya. Enya just grabbed it and ran.
Zay just assumes that
That's how
they're being
Enya gets
trusted
mail.
by- yeah.
Enya. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna sit next to Zay. I'm gonna. Am I able to send a letter?
I guess yeah. Technically, you can write one and then send one the same way that Zay did earlier. Just the next day, sort of. You have to wait till it opens again.
That's fine. I'm gonna take this time to actually write the letter.
Okay.
Fox sleeping.
Work doesn't sleep,
They're EP.
but continue.
Enya.
What?
I'm not going to pry into whatever that note is. It was sent on an arrow and it clearly has you upset. You don't have to tell me what it is or why it has you upset. But I would really prefer if you didn't lie to me about what it is. You're allowed to have your space and your privacy. But I don't take kindly to being deceived by someone that I consider a close personal friend that I can trust.
Enya thinks for a minute and then says, I don't really want to talk about what's on there,
And that's your right.
but you know how Zay's on a mission?
Sure.
Well, someone's on a mission to try and not to get me, but someone's on a mission to try and find me and bring me back to a life that I don't want to go back to.
I see. Well, clearly this is a hostile threat was sent on an arrow. And I want to assure you that you are not going back there if you do not want to. You have me, you have Rorik, you have Zay, Ison. We're all here to keep you safe. And all I ask is that you don't deceive us. You're allowed your secrets, you're allowed your privacy, but just don't lie to us. We can't help you if we can't trust you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go back to Kinren. Kinren stands and offers Enya a hand.
I'm assuming I have some sort of pocket, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna take the letter and stuff it in the pocket. And then where exactly are we at right now?
Somewhere on the outskirts of the volcano that is the Fire Nation capital, in like a forested area.
Do I have actually I have a different idea. I want to take the letter. I'm assuming I have some sort of writing device.
Yeah, probably. Most people seem just kind of have it on them.
I'm gonna write on the back of the letter, leave me alone. Like stuff it on the arrow, like poke it right through. And what direction did the arrow come from?
From behind you, so back towards the city.
Can I chuck it that direction?
I've never attempted to chuck an arrow. Is it difficult?
It's doable with an empty arrow. I don't know about the.
With. I'll let you roll with focus because of backstory.
Okay. I got a 9.
9. It goes.
Can I help?
Oh, because of your airbending.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Yeah, marks of the fatigue, and then arrow flies off. Presumably back to its sender if they're still there.
You
just
hear a
want it
distant
out.
scream.
What? If it's from someone that I think it is, then oof. That's all I have to say is oof.
All right, but yeah, so you return back to the bison cuddle puddle. Rourke is finishing their letter. And you all fall asleep. Waking up the next day.
I feel like Enya does not get as much sleep as she would want because she's kind of afraid of, something else appearing or someone else appearing. If you get my drift. So I don't get a lot of sleep, but I think eventually Enya falls asleep.
Cass, did you want to say something?
Yeah. Rorik is not there when they wake up.
Okay.
I want him to have gotten up a little earlier to just go train or like work out in the somewhere in the distance.
Okay. So everyone wakes up. Work is not there. Is probably doing pull-ups on a tree or something.
I would like to imagine that before anyone wakes up, everyone has a very fitful night for different reasons. Enya and Rorik for trauma backstory. Kienren because she doesn't know what orphans are and is very worried about them. And Zay because she's very worried about Kienren.
Nobody has a good sleep.
So
I
Rorik's
totally-
off working out.
So the three of you wake up.
I fully imagine that Enya has like awful dark circles underneath her eyes. She has the worst bed head. I should say bison head.
Boo.
No, that was great.
Thank
Put
you.
that in your routine then.
I will.
I say that out loud.
Oh no, you have to explain
no.
who Bison
not
is
there!
then.
It's a bad joke for anyone outside this group.
It's great.
They don't know who Bison is.
They'll learn. They'll learn.
Even better.
Bison has to be behind you for every act.
Just for that joke.
All right.
Special guest.
Kenren is up and doing Tai Chi. And just only up like a few minutes before Enya gets up. Looks over and is like, "You look awful."
Thanks.
Can I help you?
No. And then I try to turn over and go back to sleep.
Okay. Back to like Tai Chi and calisthenics.
I sleep for like another maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. Is Canron like making some sort of noise or like
No.
okay.
Full
Then
silent. Eyes dead ahead.
okay. Then never mind. I get like a full, I don't know, however, like 30 minutes, I guess. Sleep.
Zay, what do you do when you wake up?
I'm just confused and blurry-eyed, like sees Kienren like doing motions that she doesn't understand, just over in the corner. And then looks around. I know you're asleep, right?
Trying to.
Trying
I'm
to.
assuming that the 30 minutes is not like a good sleep. It's just kind of a half awake sleep.
Josh, how far away are we, like estimate-wise, from Star Terra?
So Tara, you could probably get there on Bison within like half a day,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
barring
Well-
any unforeseen issues, traffic.
Why would you bring that up, Josh?
I don't know
Why
what
would you bring that up,
shenanigans.
Josh?
You could get into shenanigans. I don't know.
Why would you bring that up, Josh?
I could point out that no one's talked about feeding bison or feeding anyone in general.
He's a grazing animal.
True.
Is there not
Yeah.
grass?
I'm assuming that I also, while we're getting the supplies, this is kind of backtracking. I'm assuming while we get the supplies,
Yeah,
I
I got
find
food
some
and
sort of
such.
food for Chloe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Zay tries to start a fire and struggles, and then just like keeps looking over at Enya, waiting for Enya to wake up.
I also wanted to add, like, I'm full-fledged cuddling, like, trying to hold on to Kai as a stuffed animal, and he's like, help me.
Kai is so tiny still.
It's like, yeah.
He's just a
My
little.
emotional support dragon.
But yeah, eventually you get through the morning routines of whatnot to go on. On Bison, Star Terra is like maybe half a day's ride. But if there's anything you still want to do in the city beforehand, send letters, investigate some things, stuff like that, you can. Someone says no.
Get me out.
I guess make sure Bison's fed,
Or find
because there's not grass in the Fire Nation. I'll buy like 5 bales of hay, I guess.
Wait, just to
We've
remember.
established that Kianwen doesn't have money.
I will find 5 bales of hay.
Fine, carry them.
I need these airbend them away.
It's big tumbleweeds, and they just roll directly into Bison's mouth.
Where's Star Terra again? Like, is it in
It's in the Fire Nation. It's like on one of the islands that are just below the capital island.
okay.
Josh, point to it on the map behind us.
Hang on. There is no map behind us.
What? Isn't there in the overlay?
In the graphic? No, in the overlay there's not a map.
Oh man, I thought there was.
Nope.
Just use your hands like Michigan.
It's like,
Josh, cut your hand into a lot of little island shapes.
oh, I just realized. I just realized the capital is on the giant crescent island. Star Terra is on that same crescent island. It's just further down.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta go whoosh.
Okay. So I'm assuming it would be near the one thing that we're not going to talk about right now, huh?
The one thing that we're not gonna talk about is inside the capital.
Ah. Okay.
What are we going to talk about?
Nope. Mm-mm. No. No. We're not there.
Okay,
No.
so what are we doing?
We're
Right.
going to Star Terra. Everyone get on Bison.
Well, Rourke has to send their letter first, so Rourke sends letter off with the messenger hogs.
I send a letter off. And I pick a flower.
Okay. Just any flower?
A flower. And I
Fine.
pocket it.
Alright.
Like a drawn one or like a pressed one?
Like a regular flower. What do you mean?
I thought you said you put a flower, and I don't know if you mean like a real one or you draw one on the letter.
Pick a
Rorik.
flower.
Okay, that explains the problem.
Are you trying to steal a flower from the Fire Nation?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be okay.
I'm sure they have flowers.
So yeah, Rourke sends off their message, grabs a flower. Zay. Oh yeah, what does Zay do to get ready, or do you just hang out?
I think Zay's just chilling. Zay did everything that Zay wanted to do.
Cool. Enya is avoiding the Fire Nation capital at all costs, and Kianren is what?
Sorry. I also want to be like that cool move where you flip your dagger. And like you try to. I'm assuming there's something to hit around here besides a person and bison.
Yeah, there are trees. You're in the woods area.
In the woods? Okay. What's with the face, Josh?
Well, you haven't done this before. Are you in the presence of everyone else who's there?
Flipping my dagger towards a tree.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think you've ever produced your dagger either in front of anyone.
I have not.
Yeah, so whoever, I guess Kianren and Zay both see you now with a dagger just throwing it at a tree.
Yep.
Zay writes some more things down in the Enya page.
Kenren just kind of look. I assume it sticks in the tree.
Very specifically, it goes into the tree, and when she retrieves and throws it again, it's the same spot each time.
Tink, tink, tink.
Kenren just kind of notices this and just good, impressive violence.
Inner monologue, perfect for liberating the orphanage.
Yeah, excellent. With accuracy like this, they won't have a child. Mistakes happen and kids get hurt.
Oh my god.
Josh, don't clip that.
Yeah.
Don't clip mistakes happen and kids get hurt.
What if I just
We're
erase
getting
down?
on Bison. We're going to Star Terra.
Is
Okay.
Rourke back? Are we just gonna abandon Rourke?
No,
Rourke's back
comes
with a
back.
flower, and the flower's beautiful.
Rourke comes back. Rourke comes back. Y'all get on Bison, fly off. It's around evening-ish time when you land just outside of Star. Actually, depending on who's driving Bison and who's giving directions, do you want to land like at the foot of Star Terra or just slightly away from it?
At this point, I think we're landing near the front door. I assume that Kenren drive Zay directions.
Okay. So you land at the front door in the lawn of Star Terra. There are some kids running around who all scatter for a sec and then come rushing in.
Zay jumps down.
They
Just yeet.
one half fully passes. Like there's the section of all the kids start to run past Zay to Bison, and then there's a skirt stop, turn, and then just go back towards Zay as you are then swarmed by kids.
Yay! Zay's just hugging everybody.
Zay, you're back! Yay! Yay! Wow! And they're all just. Did you bring us anything? Did you bring us presents?
I brought some new people. And also a sky bison.
Ooh, and then they'll just run off to the sky bison, ignoring the people fully in for the sky bison.
That's
That
fair.
makes sense.
Kenren floats down and just like, okay, gentle hands, pet this way. Otherwise, Bison loves to be pet.
See, Kenren, they're just kids.
Yes, they are just kids.
None of that around the kids, I swear.
I'm just saying what you said. They're just kids.
Is there any way to hide my dagger even more now so Kieran doesn't grab it at some point and try to grab it to the kid?
Kenren has no interest in your dagger, I promise.
Fantastic.
Hey, I think Zay just looks at the person closest to her. Do you know where the ambassador is?
The kid shrugs and just goes back to Bison.
Okay. Well, I assume Ambassador Nara is inside. Kenren, do you feel comfortable leaving Bison out here?
I want to glance back at Bison and make sure the kids are behaving with Bison.
Some of the kids have climbed onto Bison and are attempting to make Bison fly. Yes.
I'll stay with the children. I feel like that would make sense. I feel like Enya probably doesn't necessarily want to see. Yeah. Yeah.
Insert
won't talk about
backstory
it.
here that we're not talking about.
We won't talk about it. Anyway, yeah, I feel like Enya does not want to. Yeah, so Enya just is going to stay with the kids.
Okay, are you sure, Enya?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll go by later.
All right.
Okay. We'll bring some food out for you.
Cool.
Sounds like Enya's an animal.
We'll
I
bring
just
you a
need
doggy bag, Enya.
and stuff.
Stay right here. We'll be right back.
Okay, and then I want to take him inside.
Okay. Rorik and Kienren and Zay all head inside while Enya's left to deal with the kids. As you enter the inside of Star Terra, you see that obviously looks like a bunch of kids have been running around. There's most of the noise is coming from outside. You don't really hear anything happening on the inside of the house. And it doesn't seem like any of the adults have been there for at least the last few hours.
This is weird. I think Zay starts getting nervous and walks faster, going into like the places she knows, like the library and the offices where people like almost always are.
Zay, is everything okay?
I have no idea. It's never been so empty.
You're just finding empty rooms. And one of the library, as you open it up, you see like a cold cup of tea. So as in, it seems like someone had made it, was drinking it, and then for some reason had to leave.
Something's wrong. I think Zay tries to go to the attic where the older kids usually hang out.
Which of the kids left? And were all your friends still there? Except for one, right?
No, Jara is like in the Earth Kingdom.
That's right. And then the others are still there, right?
Yeah, everybody else, I think so. I think the oldest one is like the teacher now, or one of the teachers.
Yeah. Okay. So you head up to the attic, and there you find San and Mazu. Oh no, Maza. That can't read my own handwriting. You find San and Maza just kind of hanging out there. They're playing a weird game similar to Jack's, but like they're, instead of like grab, you know how like in Jack's you bounce the ball and you grab the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's the stuff there. They're bouncing a ball, but they're like slapping each other's hands away as like they're going for the jacks and such.
Aggressive.
Zay just immediate like deep sigh of relief and runs up and like grabs Maza from behind. Like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Zay, hi. Hey, what are you doing here?
what do you mean? What am I doing here? What's happening? Are you guys okay? Where is everybody?
Well, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, we're all okay. And the ambassador had to do something, got a message and said that she had to leave really quick. So, but she said she'd be back soon.
But where are the teachers? Where are the adults? You guys can't be the oldest ones here.
Oh, they left a few. So, you see, Maza gets a little more depressed in her excitement of seeing you, and San looks over. Well, yeah. After you left, bunch of letters were coming in, and the people were getting notes of being reassigned, I guess, or had to leave for different reasons. So it's slowly been getting more and more out there. The only other teacher who was here left with the ambassador to deal with whatever was on that note.
And just left? There's no one here?
I mean, Jara came by for a visit from the Earth Kingdom to tell us some stuff that they had learned, but other than that, yeah, there's no one here right now. But the kids are fine. They know how to handle themselves. Jara's back in the Earth Kingdom at this point. She was only here for like a day. And yeah, we've just been up here because the kids kept asking us to sing them songs, and neither of us sing.
Are you kidding me? You're also a kid. And then just rubs her head. I think, okay, I want to turn over. Is it just Rorik and.
Yeah, just Rorik and Kienren followed.
Okay. This is weird. I got a message from the like I showed you guys. They invited us here, then no one's here.
Mm-hmm. That is strange.
I,
I'm trying to be open-minded, Zay. But this does feel like a setup for an ambush. Maybe not from the ambassador, but inviting us somewhere and then a strange absence of the people we expected feels like an ambush.
No, I agree completely.
But then who's like watching these kids outside? Like everyone's still here.
Enya is what. Yeah, there's no.
Like before we got here.
No, I just turned back to San and San. Is anybody here? Are you the oldest one here?
At the moment, yeah. Hane, went with Ambassador Naru. But like, that was like a few hours ago.
Oh, only hours? Okay. Were they coming back?
I assume so. They said that they'd be back as soon as they could.
Did they say where they were going?
No, just that they had to go real quickly.
This feels weird. San, go grab the younger kids and take them into the basement. Maza, you too, follow him. Help with the kids.
Have you let go of Maza at this point, or are you still holding Maza?
I remember as she's like trying to pull away, like, oh yeah.
Okay, they go off. They herd the kids away from Bison, away from Enya, and just sort of go to the basement. Yes.
As they're leaving, I would like to turn to Zay. Does this ambassador and the other adults, they have rooms here?
Yes, absolutely. We should go check
I know
those
I'm
out.
not a real detective, but I would suggest we search their rooms.
Yeah, I think we should check the ambassador's office first. She's got like a secret, I don't know how to get in, but she's got a secret little door for her
We
bedroom.
can figure it out.
Okay.
Rorik, let's go.
Wait, what about Enya? We need to grab Enya.
Can't Maz and San grab Enya?
They're gone already to get the kids.
Yeah, Maz and San already.
Well, I'm sure that by them getting the kids, Enya would be alerted.
Is there a window?
As we cut to Enya, yes.
I fully think that some kids have probably started climbing Enya because I'm assuming I'm much taller than the kids.
Yeah,
There's like one child on each of Bison's horns.
I was gonna say I have I have like a kid on my back. Maybe I have a little wee one hanging on my foot or my leg. I'm showing the rest of them. I don't think that I would firebend near them. I think that's too. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Some of them are firebenders too.
We're not going to talk about that.
Tricks.
No, we're not going to talk about that. So I think that like I'm trying to do some cool things with my dagger.
Oh, so we're just playing with the knife with kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Fire back knife. Good.
Got write that down. Write that down.
I think I'm also trying to like I don't know, maybe I'm trying to like because how old was I? Hold on, let me look at my backstory real quick. I feel like I was old enough that I would still. Okay, I was old enough that like I still have memories playing with.
Insert family members who we will not be talking about here.
Yeah, there we go.
Talk about it.
No, not right now. I feel like I was old enough to still play with them, and like I was able to teach them things. Although this other thing happened that we're not going to talk about right now. But I still think I did the same thing that this other family member that we're not going to talk about right now did as well. You know, Josh?
As you're doing dagger tricks and such for the kids, and some of them are showing off their bending to you, you hear from a window a story up, Yenren yelling down.
And yep. Come in.
Do you want me to bring the kids?
We've got people getting the kids. You just come in.
As you look down, all the kids are now gone. They just all really fast.
Do I still have the kids that are on me?
No, they ditched.
Gone.
Well,
It's one of those.
Okay.
It's one of those nice, funny cartoon things that scenes that can only happen in cartoons where you're looking up, you're talking, and then suddenly everyone's gone.
it's like, oh,
It's just like, should I bring the kids? What kids? There's like a breeze sound. Just
Little tumbleweed.
yeah.
I also forgot that I feel like Enya would be showing off Kai to the kids too, because I feel like that would be kind of cool. For the kids, that is. I guess I just go in because there's no more kids. What do I do with Bison? I guess.
Bison's chilling. Bison's grazing.
Okay.
And yeah,
I
you
go
head
in.
inside and meet up with Rourke and Zay and Kianren. What is the plan?
I think we're gonna start searching. I'd like to start in the ambassador's office, whatever the main office is.
So now,
Yes.
my question is,
Are we
Rourke,
splitting?
Enya, and Yenren presumably have never been here before. Are you doing that thing where you just duckling follow the one person who knows where everything is, or did you all split up?
Absolutely.
No.
Rourke says no.
No, I devise a plan that we split up and look for clues.
Scooby Doo.
Okay. I'm assuming
I'm
that
following they.
Well, we found Shaggy and Scooby then.
Ugh.
Ooh, Rorik and Enya can go investigate, and then Zay and Cameron can go investigate.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
It's the boat team all over again.
We'll start with
Team boats, team boats.
start with the people who know where they are. Zay, you and Kianran get to the door that leads to Ambassador Naru's quarters. It is still locked, obviously.
I mean, I feel like under the circumstances, we can break the door.
Cameron kicks the door just as soon as that is said.
Roll to rely on skills and training.
That's with focus.
Yep.
8 plus 2, 10.
Oh, yep. Nope. That door folds real fast, real easy.
It's like, under the circumstances, I think we can.
Door.
Okay. I mean, a few hours they could have gotten pretty far, and this seems weird. The kids have never been left alone like this, anyway.
Yes, this feels highly irresponsible for what I'm very quickly learning is a child rearing facility.
Yeah, and the whole knowledge thing, but yes, yeah, primarily it's an orphanage.
Still not understanding that part, but
That's okay.
understanding raising of children. Understanding that part.
Okay. Does anything look suspicious or abnormal?
Well, you've never been in Ambassador Naru's
No.
room before, so what you find is it's not way better than the rest of Star Terra, but there is some nicer stuff because she is able to keep it locked and away from kids where things could break. She has little oil drawings of each of the kids who have been there on the wall with their names. There's a couple of different ambassador uniforms and casual outfits that she has in a closet. The bed, there's some books that she reads and all that. Nothing seems like someone else was in there, especially because it was locked or out of place. You find that your letter is on her bedside table, though, and other than that, that's all you find.
Does it seem to have been read?
Yes, it definitely looks like someone read it because it is opened, and Zay did get a response back.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I have
I
no
say
idea.
we split up and sweep the room.
Yeah.
Cameron
there
crawls under
any-
the bed.
Looking
fi-
around the desk, like, is there anything?
Looking around the desk, you find that there are a bunch of letters from different ambassadors from the Earth Kingdom, and then some from the Fire Nation as well. A lot of them are from the Earth Kingdom, related to since she's the Earth Kingdom ambassador, about like the goings on, political climate, stuff like that, and like updates to what's happening in the Earth Kingdom. But then you find that there are some letters from the Fire Nation. A lot of them marked with stuff from like the Fire Lord or a couple of specific generals that are essentially all attempting to tell Ambassador Naru that she needs to uh, basically shut down Star Terra and move out. Is essentially the thing.
What? This orphanage has been here for over 100 years. I don't understand why all of a sudden they would be in danger.
Cameron pops out front of the bed. Danger? From who?
The Fire Nation is trying to get rid of Star Terra, it sounds like. Trying to
Does-
convince Ambassador Naru to get rid of, or to leave, to take the kids and leave.
Does it say why?
No, none of this. It sounds like I don't know, they must have been communicating in another way, if not just these letters, which fair enough, there's a bunch of kids.
And then also because you've been able to be in the Fire Nation capital and listen to a bunch of different goings on, you would know that there is a push right now. The political leaders of the Fire Nation are a little split. One side is all for like the outside influence of other nations and like sharing, outside influence of other nations and like adopting different cultures from them, like with the air nomads, guiding wind, all that stuff. Same would go with the Earth Kingdom, the Water Tribes, and then the other half is all very much Fire Nation, glory to the Fire Nation, very much let's isolate ourselves kind of deal. And then there's also like a small mini faction that the Fire Lord is trying to get, which is taking the Fire Nation influence and moving it to the rest of the world, because the Fire Nation is doing fairly well during this time period. So it sort of is getting split between like letting others influence the Fire Nation, letting the Fire Nation influence everyone else, and then just letting the Fire Nation be itself and not interacting with anyone else, which would mean kicking everyone who's not Fire Nation out.
I mean, if they were threatening the kids, I can see the ambassador and the adults leaving to
But then
argue
why
for
would they
the
leave the
kids.
kid?
I don't know. That's weird that nobody's here. A lot of these kids, not all of them are Earth Kingdom, but a good number of them.
Sure. Are these letters, do they threaten violence at all?
No, it doesn't seem like it to me. Just political talk, which maybe, I don't know. I've never done a politic. I don't understand threats like that. This is ridiculous, though.
This is ridiculous.
The whole purpose of Star Terra is to like gain and share knowledge across nations. If they wanted to isolate, there's so many kids here.
There seem to be a lot of children, and I don't. And like you said, they're children. They're not world leaders. They're not bringing in outside influence. They're here.
Something feels weird. I think we should keep looking.
I agree.
As we move from there, we go to Rourke and Enya, who are in a new environment, just looking around, not sure where you're gonna end up. Oh yeah.
No, go ahead.
I assume that the first place you go is the one room that you know for sure is a place, which is the library.
Sure.
Heading to the library, you find there's a bunch of books collected from all over the nations. There's also that letter from previous that was read. On the letter, it says, need to meet urgently. A decision needs to be made soon. If not, then if you do not meet if you do not come to a agreement, then we will have no choice but to shut Star Terra down by force. And then it's got a stamp on it. Yeah,
Wait,
and
who's
what's
reading
up?
the letter?
Hmm?
Did we read? Are we looking at this letter? Who
Yeah,
has the letter?
yeah, the two of you are reading the letter together.
Okay. What is
It's like the only real clue in that room.
there?
Yes, and yeah.
Do I recognize the stamp?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Anya, what do you think this means?
Very bad news. Like I'm not. I say that as I'm like not looking at work. I'm assuming I'm holding the letter. Or we're looking at the letter, or is it on the desk?
You're looking at the letter together. You can choose who's holding it or who's not.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I was
You're
gonna say.
holding the letter, and I'm
Okay.
looking over your shoulder.
I'm holding the letter, and I'm not like looking at you or anything. I feel like my eyes go wide. And yeah, I just say it's not good news. And then
So how bad is it?
hey
Anya?
Josh. Hey,
Yeah, what's
hey,
up?
hey Josh.
Yeah, what's up?
How bad is this letter?
Well, you know that the person who sent it is very much on the Fire Nation isolationism track of life. And you do know that that they for sure have more than enough means to just fully wipe Star Terra off if they want to.
You said he.
He or she or they.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that means by force, right?
By force.
Tyranny is gender non-specific.
I say that it's again talking to work. I say it's really really bad. Like we need to go see Zay and Canron. And I feel like I bolt out of the library. There's nothing else there, right?
Nope. There's just that letter in the library.
Is there
Okay.
anything valuable in the room?
Books. And that's all.
Just books.
Yeah.
Is there any books on anything important?
Is there any fan fiction there?
Is there any fan fiction?
Looking around the books, only one would catch your eye, and it is one that seems oddly out of place, as it's a book that on the cover has a green like paw print on it, which you would recognize as something familiar, but like definitely out of place here. There's no reason for them to be here. This is probably like someone found it, sent it over.
Can I take it?
Yeah.
Got it. I'm gonna take that book and then we're gonna follow Anya out of the library.
Perfect. Right. So do you go ahead just straight to Zay and all right. You all re-meet up. I guess outside of the ambassador's room, unless you want to all be in the ambassador's room.
No, we're probably exiting because
Okay.
Kendra
Yeah,
and I
we're
are
out.
exiting.
Okay. Yep.
Um,
We'll have a nice hallway meetup.
I feel like my words are. I feel like Enya's words are kind of getting jumbled up because she's trying to speak without revealing too much. if that makes sense.
So is it safe to say that Enya looks suspicious?
Looks sus, as the old ones say.
I feel I feel like it's not necessarily sus, but more like panicked.
Can we
What
get a
did you
vibe
call
check on Enya? Can we?
Yeah, roll with harmony.
Yeah.
Sure, roll with harmony.
Same. Oh wait, what's my harmony?
I got a 9. 7 plus 2.
I got an 8.
Both of you think there's something wrong, but you can't pinpoint what. There's just something off about Enya. Something rattled them.
Enya, what's the matter?
This I try and like hand the letter off. My hand's shaking.
Zay grabs it, reads it out loud to Cameron. Force.
This is bad.
I'm sure that would make the ambassador get out of here fast if they're threatening force against children.
Yes, this is. Is this addressed from someone? Is this?
Yeah,
I don't know what the seal is.
Enya, do you know what the seal is? Is that why you're nervous?
Yes.
What's the
Okay.
seal?
Hey Josh.
Yeah, what's up?
What's the seal?
Well, you know, it's a seal of a Fire Nation general.
Is it from the general, Josh?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You don't have to reveal that much. You can just say it's a general. It's a general seal.
Yep, that's all I say. It's a general seal.
The military is coming after children?
Mm-hmm.
This is
Wow.
insane.
Why would the military come for children?
I mean, there's a lot of secrets here, but not anything that they should blow up.
That's ominous. We'll circle back to that. But Zay found these letters on the ambassador's desk. And hands the letters off to Enya and Rorik.
But it sounds like the Fire Nation's escalating.
It does sound like they're escalating. It seems like this has been going on for a while. But what made them leave right now? Is there like a date on the threat of force?
There's
No,
no
just
dates.
today.
No.
Doesn't seem like it, but
The
If
Fire
it was
Nation.
today, there's no way that the ambassador and all of the adults would like leave the kids to get
Especially without telling them anything. They don't seem to know anything about what's going on.
No, the kids would be panicking.
No.
The Fire Nation is not one to wait.
Again, ominous, and we will circle back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Rorik, would you like to say something ominous now?
Woo.
Thank you, Rorik, for your participation.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I think we have to get the kids out of here. I don't know of any of the safe houses in the Fire Nation. I know there are some in the Earth Kingdom, but that's like
That's a
water
ways away,
away.
and
Yeah.
Bison cannot transport all of them.
No.
And Enya, do you know any safe havens in the Fire Nation? Rorik?
Both of you would know of safe havens that aren't accessible to you or wouldn't want to be accessible to you right now. As they're either not going to be happy you're there, or they're places you're actively trying to avoid.
Right.
Do you choose your pride or the orphans?
I mean, they
I
could
think-
probably I mean, I could probably go stay with my tribe.
Oh,
Your tribe?
Yeah, my home.
How far away
where
is that?
is that?
The northern water tribe.
Okay, that feels farther away.
Yeah, that feels very far. Um,
But
Josh, there, like, I assume would be some kind of place where the like mail comes through and where they can send birds out.
Yes, there is like a rookery sort of situation.
Okay. Can you guys help me write letters? I want to like try to reach out to the other adults. I don't know how fast the birds are going to get here, but I don't know how fast the Fire Nation's going to come force children.
Yes, this feels like the thing that I was fearing was happening here already, and clearly that's not happening here. Zay, I'm sorry.
I don't know what to do. Josh, about how many kids are still here right now? Like, based on what we saw.
There were 20 small kids and then your two friends. So at least 22.
Oh my god.
It's enough to swarm bison and overtake a grown adult. So I feel like 20 is a fine number.
Yeah.
do
Hold
I
on one
mean,
second.
do we know anyone who would be willing to just stay on not like stay here to like watch?
Well, yeah, the adults that all just went to the Fire Nation capital. And then there's some, like I said, in the Earth Kingdom. I assume there are others out around the Fire Nation, but I have no idea how to get a hold of them other than like sending the birds out.
Yes, Morgan?
What's the place that I? Okay.
The meeting place?
What's the one place that I have and Enya has in mind for the safe haven for the kids that I assume I can't access right now or I don't want to go to right now?
Well, the reason you wouldn't want to go to it is because it's one that the person you're trying to avoid knows of. And so it would be like one of the first places to look for you.
Okay.
But it is not terribly far away. It would take a while to transport all the kids on bison, but
Can't we just like kitty rope walk them there?
No.
You know, kindergarten rope line.
I know what you're talking about.
But through the woods, Kienren? Drag them all through the woods? That sounds like a horrible plan.
I don't have a good how do we determine which kids to take first?
Oh God! They just
younger
starts
one.
panicking.
Who would think of it? Kienwen probably. There's a you. It comes to your mind that the possible safe haven, while still further away, would be the Fire Sage Temple, because they're on just a spiritual track and not really involved with worldly stuff.
There are those fire sages we visited earlier.
Oh no, you're right. A lot of these kids are firebenders. If we just tell the earthbender kids to not earthbend, maybe they'll be fine.
Just shush, kids.
Good luck.
Yes.
How many earthbenders are there?
There's a even split between fire, earth, water, and non.
Now, Josh, what does that mean? What's this?
Even split. There's 22 kids. I can't evenly split.
Right,
Well,
so
I can't
vague.
for that way. Yeah.
Close enough. Gotcha.
I can't. Yeah, I can't split it evenly 4 ways, but it is
So roughly five. Roughly
5 to 6. Yeah,
Mhm.
5.5. Yeah. Jinx. I can't talk for the rest of the episode. I already ruined it.
Ha! Sucker.
I think we should find. I mean, how far away is the Fire Sage Temple?
It is on
Josh?
another island, but since you are already fairly south, in the world map.
Okay, what? Okay. No, that's a bad idea.
The Fire Sage Temple would be yeah, it be just kind of it's just off the coast of the well, not off the coast, but like um it's just a small island that you'd have to sail for maybe a day. You'd have to walk for like one day and then sail for another day, but then you'd be there. Or on Bison, it's like a day and a half trip.
Mm. How many kids can Bison carry plus Kenren?
Let's see. We had 4 grown adults at the max. Well, some grown, some not. At the max. Cut that into, I want to say, I'd say 8 kids plus Kianran.
So it would take 3 trips.
Yeah.
Making a chart.
Yes,
We're figuring
Morgan.
this out.
Curious, I'm just curious. Is that Earth Kingdom ship still there?
No, everyone has packed up since the symposium stuff ended the previous day, so no one's around anymore.
I was gonna say if they're still there, then maybe I can convince them, my Earth Kingdom friends that I made, by crying, to take some of the kids. But never mind.
I think if we find a way to get the kids out and I can send letters to the people I know who are out, right, telling them to come home, I can probably leave secret messages here for them to find the kids later if the fire sages would watch them for now.
As you're considering what to do, you hear well, you're all in the hallway still, right? You haven't moved or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't moved you and none of you have said anything about moving. So as you're in the hallway, you hear the door open up, and you hear Ambassador Naru calling out for the kids, curious as to why there's a sky bison in the lawn and why all the kids are gone.
Zay sprints. Full speed.
You sprint and I guess bear hug Ambassador Naru. Hane is there with her. Zay. You got my letter. Wonderful.
What's happening? Why is the Fire Nation going to attack Star Terra?
Oh no. Don't worry. It's all fine. They're not going to attack Star Terra. That's just a little misunderstanding, okay? We're gonna be fine. Now, where are the rest of the kids?
In the basement, hiding.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, if you could go get them, tell them everything's fine. We're gonna make some dinner now for everyone.
Wait, no way. Everyone was gone. The kids were just alone.
Well, yes, we had to do I have a few emergency procedures, but we made sure that they all stayed and had their words that they would stay inside of the building, stay inside of the orphanage, and San and Mazo, we trust them to take care of them and to watch them.
Well,
so.
they were hiding in the attic.
Did not do
all
that.
of the kids ran outside.
Okay. How about
So,
How about you help? How about whoever wants to can help us make some food, and then we'll discuss this all over some dinner.
you left 2 children to watch all these children?
I mean, children is a relative term. I mean, San is only a year or so away from their journey.
Yes,
Well,
but that's
yes, but they're still-
a child.
Well, anyway,
It's a large child, but it's still a child.
look, when you're in an emergency, there's not a lot you can do. Anyway, like I said,
Why don't I just
let's
leave
make some
Bison to watch a smaller bison?
Cut to. Just kidding. Anyway, like I said, I'll explain everything while we eat. I need to make some food first. Goes off to the kitchen.
Zay wants to like pull Hane back with the others.
Okay. Some of the kids all help make food, make whatever the dinner is.
Hane, these are my friends.
uh,
Shannon, Rorik, and Enya.
Hi, it's
Hello.
nice to meet you.
No, what's actually going on? This is crazy.
You see, he looks over at the ambassador. I'm really not supposed to talk about it, but
And adults aren't
We-
supposed to leave 22 children
we might have to-
unsupervised.
yeah.
A lot of things are happening today that shouldn't happen.
anyway, we might have to relocate the kids to different places.
I knew it.
The Fire Nation firebending kids and the non-benders should be okay, but the water they're trying. We might have to find other orphanages or find other embassies in other nations that to house the water bender and the earthbender kids.
Why?
Just some order of the Fire Lord, I guess. I don't know.
The Avatar
No,
is telling the others.
no, the Fire Lord.
Oh,
Chosen.
so
Chosen?
Yeah, Fire Lord Sozin. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't
It's
know
in
if we were
his
like right
younger
before
years.
Chosen or like.
No, it's Sozin in his younger years. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
this is crazy.
Well, there's not much you can do.
So what's gonna happen to Star Terra?
Well, who knows? We're not sure. It might just stay an orphanage, but for Fire Nation orphans only.
They're closing the borders.
And that's what as far as I understood, yeah.
Didn't we just have a symposium about not closing the borders? Josh, stop it. Put those eyebrows away!
Does Hane do that to us? That's creepy.
No.
Say I don't like your orphan friend.
No. Hane just turns and heads back.
I don't know what to say.
These Star Terra children are tight-lipped, Zay.
It sounds like there's more going on that they don't want to tell us.
I can agree that that's what it sounds like. I suppose the path of least resistance is just wait for dinner.
There's some time. Does anyone want to either help make the dinner, set up dinner, etc., or yes, Morgan, what would you like to do?
I want to take some of the kids and read stories to them.
Aw.
All right. Zay and Kenran, what would you like to do?
Same. I think Zay helps some of the younger kids help cook.
Okay. You're just stirring the pot as they're like throwing stuff on. You're like, no, not that. Yeah.
Cameron is helping the children throw things onto Zay.
Rorik?
Rorik, this is your chance. You can get him while they're young. Sky Earth.
Oh.
Their young minds are so shapeable.
No.
No.
Teach them how to steal? Question mark?
Some of them definitely know how to steal.
Yeah, some of
Little hands, takey take.
A kid tries to pickpocket
No.
Rorik.
No. Won't let that happen. I think Rorik just chills with Enya and tells stories to the kids.
You're telling stories to the kids. Some of the kids are pull you into like their joint rooms where they're all staying and such. And this is a terrible way to end it. I apologize. A second time to doing this. And yeah, as you're going into the rooms, you recognize a lot of pictures and a lot of things that are in the rooms. And then we fade to black as dinner is called to be ready.
No, Scoots.
Oh yeah, that's right, Scoots. Oh no, we saved it for the end again. Oh no, sorry. We shoot off to the Southern Water Tribe, where we see, of course, Scoots with the other otter penguin that he's been with the past session or so, as they are sliding around. They're making like the shape of the moon in the water, and then like diving under. They're doing some weird synchronized dance sort of thing as they're just kind of having fun. You know, it's the "Can You Feel the Love Tonight," "Kiss the Girl,"
Yes.
all that kind of montage happening. And then we fade out back to Enya recognizing everything. With that one dramatic zoom in on face with the dramatic music and cut to black.
Horrible. Thank you.
And perfect. Well, thank you all again for joining us for another session of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes in the Roku era. Thank you again to my friends Oz, Morgan, Cass, and Megan for putting up with this portion of the story, and hopefully having fun while also having a terrible time. Just kidding.
I'm traumatized.
Great.
Does anyone have anything they want to plug real fast, or knowing that we've recorded this ahead of time, this probably won't be out until I don't remember when, end of October?
Happy Samhain, happy All Hallows Eve, Halloween, whatever you celebrate. Watch a scary movie.
Yeah, that's all come up.
Watch
Anyway,
Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah, a scary movie.
what before we leave, we have Oz send us out. What should people be commenting under this time? Let's get it figured out first.
Comment.
Your fan fiction theories, fan fictions.
Comment
theories.
your
Yeah,
fan
fan
fiction.
fiction
Yeah.
theories.
Comment your fan fictions. Oz,
Put your favorite ship name down in the comments.
send us
be
out.
All right, be sure to hit that like button, hit the bell for notifications. Leave a comment about your fanfiction theories and your favorite ship name down below. Be sure to subscribe and see the rest of the episodes of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 2.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes, the Roku era. Oh no, shoot, I already screwed up!
What have you done?
Isn't that how it's supposed to go every time you like bring people back from a trip? Or like college? Be like, I have 2 regular friends and 1 weird person.
But you never find out who the weird one is.
I was gonna say, who is the weird one out of those?
If you have to ask which one's the weird one, you're the weird one.
Aw.
That's how it goes.
Okay.
Who left the ringer on during the movie?
Megan.
It wasn't my fault. It broke my do not disturb.
Why do you have your ringer on? Aren't you gay?
Cursed.
Look, it's not. It just did for some reason.
Wait, why would us seeing the side of your phone?
Because
Because
that's
the red part
Gosh.
is
Oh,
already
I
in
see.
Yeah.
Oh.
They I guess not if they don't have grass.
it's fucking.
No, they have
There's no
grass.
foliage in the Fire Nation, according to Josh.
I never
There's
said
no plant life.
any of those
Everything
things.
is rocks and lava and mud.
I never said any of
Look
those
at
things.
me.
For
I'm
the record.
Sandy Boy Josh. There's no plant life. There's no oxygen. Everyone is dead.
Arbor Day hates him.
I'm gonna find at the end of this series, at the end of this session, actually no, at the end of every season from now on, whenever we get down to the wrap up, I'm gonna clip Oz everyone's dead and just put it at the very back of everything.
Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead.
I'm just gonna have this saved as a little separate clip.
Like and to wrap up the series, everyone's dead.
No. I can't be to blame for everyone being dead.
Anyway, never done a politic.
I've never done a politic. Too rich for my blood.
That's a new merch.
I've already sent a new merch mock-up.
It's in the notes.
Fire bad, knife good.
Fire bad, knife good. Never done a politic. I've never
This
done
is
a
merch
politic.
mock-up.